everybody. This is my first live. Oh my God, this is so amazing. Today, we're talking about something serious, y'all. Beyonce, my favorite topic to talk about, but specifically Cowboy Carter Tour, which is happening on Monday. That's 2 days from now. I can't believe it. So Beyonce's officially kicking off the Cowboy Carter Tour. And as someone who has tickets to go in Paris on my birthday, I'm so excited. I can't stop thinking about what she has planned, right? So in today's video, I am planning to talk about my setlist prediction, visual narrative for the tour, and what it might look like. And most importantly, will Blue Ivy be joining Beyonce? Will she? We're going to talk about it. My name is Carlitos. I'm obsessed with music, pop culture, and of course, Beyonce. So if you're part of the BeyHive and you just love smart commentary, make sure to subscribe and let's get started. So first is setlist predictions, right? Because it all starts and ends with the music. So here's my setlist prediction. So Beyonce's known for masterfully blending songs. We were all at Homecoming. I was at Homecoming. We saw Homecoming, and she blended songs from her older catalog to her newer catalog, and it was so seamless. So for Cowboy Carter, I am planning that for each album, she'll do a couple songs, I think. And starting with Cowboy Carter, these are songs I want to hear. I bet she'll do the most Cowboy Carter songs because it's the Cowboy Carter Tour, right? Common sense. So I think out of the 27 songs, Beyonce will most likely do what? Maybe 15, maybe 20, possibly of Cowboy Carter. But here are the ones I want to hear. I want to hear Two Hands to Heaven, which is one of my favorite Beyonce songs. I love the bridge on that song. Yeah, yeah. Now, yeah, yeah, when I first heard the album, I was like, I like it, not my favorite. But at Beyonce Bowl, I was like, wow, this is phenomenal. I really love it. So Beyonce Bowl made me love Yeah, Yeah. So I want to hear that. I love the choreography, like the guns, that boom, 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 boom. I see the vision. Bodyguard. Now, Bodyguard, this is a song that I most want to hear live. I feel like Beyonce can do a lot with this song. When I close my eyes and I listen to it, I feel like there's like a flamenco, her and a lover passionately dancing. That's what I'm getting. I want to hear that. And I feel like after that music video, that pretend music video she released on Instagram during Halloween, I feel like there's something going to happen with that song. I'm very intrigued to see. Now, Protector. Protector's one of my favorites. I am not a parent, besides being a parent to a dog. But I assume that this is what being a parent must feel like, right? It's a ballad. I love it. And so I really want to hear Protector. Now, this is going to break people's heart what I'm going to say next, but it's true. I don't think Beyonce is going to perform very much, if anything, of Renaissance. I don't, guys. I don't. And here is why. Beyonce just finished the Renaissance tour in what? October of 2023, which feels like a long time ago. It really wasn't. Why would Beyonce take this next tour, this huge opportunity to be able to make Cowboy Carter as iconic as Renaissance and sing Renaissance songs? It just doesn't make sense. Now, do I think we'll get a song? Maybe 2 songs? Sure. I think we'll get Cuff It. We might get like some type of ballad in there. Not that there really is a ballad. Maybe she'll take like Church Girl, which I doubt. I think we're going to get Cuff It. We might get a little bit of Energy. I don't think we're going to get Break My Soul. I don't think we're going to get Summer Renaissance. I just don't think we're going to get Alien Superstar. And so if you are a Renaissance stan, I don't think this is your moment. And I have a couple friends who are like Renaissance stans, like huge, and they're not going to Cowboy Carter. So I think, just realize this is the Cowboy Carter Tour. So in my opinion, we'll get maybe 1 song. Alrighty, next, Lemonade. Lemonade, I feel like is the most parallel to maybe where Cowboy Carter is going. I feel like Lemonade, they're like sisters riding in a distant field. So these are songs that I want to hear. Now, you can't bring up Lemonade without bringing up Daddy Lessons, right? Daddy Lessons is kind of like the inception of country Beyonce. So this is a song that I really want to hear. And I wonder, how will she change it, right? We've heard it with the Dixie Chicks. We've heard it on the Formation Tour. What is that next variation of Daddy Lessons? Because I think there's something there. And I think it maybe is a song that she blends in with another ballad. What ballad it is, I don't know. But I think it's like Daddy Lessons with a Cowboy Carter song. I think they harmonize together. Next, Sandcastles. I selfishly want to hear Sandcastles and Beyonce playing the piano, which is not going to happen. I really don't think. But that eats. We build sandcastles. Yeah, I see the vision for that. Next, All Night. My torture became my remedy. I was so close to getting that tattooed when I was like 19. Thank God I didn't. I haven't heard this Beyonce song in what? 9 years? The Formation tour ended in 2016 because Beyonce was pregnant in 2017 with Rumi and Carter, didn't do Coachella, and then 2018 did Homecoming and Everything Is Love. So we have not heard All Night live. 9 years? 8 years? It's a while. I'm ready. I think All Night needs this moment. This tour is going to be very ballad heavy. I think we're definitely going to get up tempo. We're going to get mid tempo, but get ready for those low tempos. Slow tempos. I love a ballad from Beyonce. Okay, so after we do Lemonade, now do I think she's gonna do Sorry? Yeah, I do. Do I think she's gonna do Formation? Probably not. Probably not. You know what I would also love to hear? 6-inch heels. We walk in the club, but nobody. Yeah, I wanna hear that. Next album, Self-Titled. Oh, I love Self-Titled. When I listen to Self-Titled, it takes me back to when I went to On the Run, which if you did not go to On the Run, I'm sorry. I went to the SZA and Kendrick concert, and they're kind of like, they were very similar. I feel like they were inspired by On the Run. So from Self-Titled, I want to hear EXO. You love me like EXO. I have not, when was the last time Beyonce sang EXO? No, I can tell you when she sang EXO. She sang EXO at the Kobe Bryant funeral. That's the last time she sang EXO. So I would love to hear EXO. Maybe like some type of like up-tempo EXO, like with like a rhythmic beat in the back, like a guitar. I could hear that. Rocket. Dirty. Now this song is nasty and I love it. I remember during On the Run, if you guys remember, and Mrs. Carter World Tour, she would jump on the chair, which is just like the music video. She would like flip around, purple light, yeah. And selfishly, I would love a very similar presentation of that song. Give me the chair. Give me the flip. That's what I want. And I just think it's time. Beyonce's in love. I think she's still in love. And Rocket, I would love to hear live. Blow. When was the last time you played Blow? The other day it played on shuffle and I was like, oh my God, I forgot about her. Roller skate Beyonce? Is roller skating country? I don't know, but who cares? I want to hear Blow. How cool would it be if like maybe there was like a prop of a horse and then she's like rollerblading next to the horse and I don't know. Jealous. As someone like many of us who have trust issues, jealous hits home. That's because I'm jealous. Yeah. Next album, 4, which some may say is her best album. Which is me. I want to hear Dance For You. Now, I don't know if you have Apple Music, but on Apple Music, Dance For You is her #1 song. It goes from like Dance For You to another record. Who knew Dance For You was so popular? This song is surprisingly doing really well, and I think it deserves a live performance. A country rendition. All of these songs I'm bringing up will have some type of production that goes with Cowboy Carter, right? So you're not going to get maybe the direct, you're not going to get it the way it sounds on the studio version. Best thing I never had. The spirit of being okay after a man breaks your heart. And I just feel like we need to hear that on Cowboy Carter. Yeah. Love on Top. When did you hear Beyonce play Love on Top? I think I remember her playing it during Homecoming. She did an a cappella for like 20 seconds. I can't tell you the last time she performed Love on Top. It's Love on Top. Yeah. Next album. I Am Sasha Fierce. I want to hear Disappear. Who here on this live has heard Disappear by Beyonce? Raise your hand. Because many people have not. Some have. This is my favorite Beyonce breakup song. If and when you get your heart broken, listen to Disappear. Yeah, you're not ready for that. Single Ladies. Single Ladies is another one. When was the last time you heard Single Ladies live? Is it annoying? Yes, it's annoying, guys. Single Ladies is one of those songs that, like, if you weren't born or, like, actively involved in pop culture in 2008, you won't get Single Ladies, right? Like, Single Ladies was the moment, the music video, the boom, 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 boom. Beyonce at her highest form. She was like a Pokemon. She was at level 100. Great. Ego. Beyonce, her run at the end of Ego. Don't get me started. You got a big ego. Yeah. I can hear it at the Cowboy Carter Tour. Why Don't You Love Me? Now, this song, if you guys don't know, is co-written by Solange. Did you know that Why Don't You Love Me is co-written by Solange? It is. The music video, very 60s, 50s, retro, Beyonce, housewife. Bring those visuals in. That's what I want to hear. Next album, B-Day. What is your favorite Jay-Z and Beyonce feature? Because there's great ones, right? There are spectacular collaborations, but my favorite is Upgrade You. Let me upgrade you. Yeah, I want to hear Upgrade You. Do we need Jay-Z? I'm okay, but Upgrade You for sure. Get Me Body. Now, there are not many novelty songs, right, in like the musical American diaspora. So like you have like the Cha-Cha Slide. Cha-Cha Slide. Yeah, Beyonce has Get Me Body. Pat your wheeze, baby. Ooh, is that culturally insensitive? Let me not do that. I would love to hear Get Me Body. It's time. It's time. I want the whole crowd up. Pat your weaves, left foot, right foot. Okay. Deja Vu. Beyonce has great music videos, right? Some that are super duper duper well produced, millions of dollars. And then there's some where it's just Beyonce on a field. And those are my favorite videos. In my opinion, people like a Taylor Swift, great performer. She needs like visual effects, right? She needs animation. Put her in like all the things. Beyonce doesn't. Beyonce's so mesmerizing to see just like in person. You don't need a lot of the bells and whistles. And Deja Vu, the music video, is phenomenal. It's little Beyonce like in a field. She's like hitting a wall. It's great. Okay, we're almost done with our list. Dangerously in Love. Here are songs I want to hear. Baby Boy. Baby boy, you stay on my mind. Baby boy, you are so damn fine. I want to hear Baby Boy. I want to hear Baby Boy. A rendition, a country rendition. What that is like. Baby Boy. Yeah, I want to hear that. Naughty Girl. Because you know you've been a naughty girl. I want to hear Naughty Girl. And this song, the next song I want to hear, which I know she performed during Renaissance, but I just love this song. Like, this is a wedding song I want to hear. Dangerously in Love, too. I'm so in love with you. Yeah. What songs would you guys want to hear? Now, there are hundreds of songs I didn't mention, right? Like hundreds. Will Beyonce get to 100? No. I think out of this show, this will probably be what? A two and a half, maybe 3 hour show? I doubt. I think it'll be like 2.5. Beyonce will most likely, if we look at track history, perform, I want to say 45 to 55 songs. Not full songs, guys. I think we'll get like the opening verse, we'll get the chorus, boom, next song. And then I think like the really big records like Texas Hold'em, like 16 Carriages. Did I bring up Halo or did I forget Halo? Oh my God, I forgot Halo. It's not on my list. Let's bring it back. I want to hear Beyonce play Halo. Beyonce used to close her tour with Halo. When was the last time Beyonce closed her tour with Halo? When? Sorry, my cough. I want to say Mrs. Carter World Tour. Yeah, it's been a while. So I would like to, in the council of Beyonce, bring back Halo. She's that girl, and I feel like a lot of us, they overplayed it, and I get it because I have not listened to it in a while. But when I do, that hits home. That hits home. And if I selfishly just want to add another ballad that nobody really cares about, I Was Here. What was the last time you heard I Was Here? The Sands of Time. Yeah, I want to hear that. Okay, so how do we think Beyonce will open and close the show? So this is my predictions, right? So I think that Beyonce, from track history, Renaissance started with ballads. Formation started with the Formation song. Mrs. Carter World Tour was kicked off by Run the World. So what do I think Beyonce will open with? I think she'll open with Texas Hold'em. High energy, it's bold, it would be an iconic opener, and they always say that great lead singles, you should either be able to open or close with that lead single, and I think Texas Hold'em is a phenomenal song, so I think it can either open or close. Yeah. Chaotic, fun, electric, gives like Coachella vibes. Yeah. I could totally see Beyonce opening with Yeah. The song that I think she might open with, because I just know Beyonce, she's this girl, she wants like the center light, Beyonce, glowing hair everywhere. I think she's going to open with American Requiem. it's just too on the nose, right? It's like it's literally symbolic of America. It's very like message driven, it's cinematic. As much as I don't want a ballad, because I love when a show starts like high energy, right? Like, take me there. Let's get on this ride. American Requiem is not bad, but I think that's what she's going to do. Now, how is she going to close? So during Formation, she closed with Summer Renaissance, which made too much sense. I think for Cowboy Carter, she's going to close with either Sweet Honey Buckin'. It kind of ends the album, and I think that it's a really strong closer. It's upbeat, it's wild, gets people moving. But my dream closing song, right, which I kind of brought up a little bit ago, is Halo, a country inspired rendition of Halo. See it here. Dark stage, smoke, Beyonce in the middle, beam of light, hair, blonde, Malaysian, hat. Hey, you, remember those walls I built? Yeah, I know you see it too. So that's what I would love to hear for Beyonce. Okay, now fashion. Our queen is a fashion girl, right? Like, fashion is who she is, it's what she breathes. Do I think Beyonce is gonna work with Balmain? She works with them every tour. She did Renaissance, she did Homecoming with them. Yes, I think so. I want to say yes. And this is what I would love to see is more white. We saw it during Beyonce Bowl. I think we're going to see more white into the Cowboy Carter tour. I think rhinestone, everything. Swarovski, it all. I want the jacket, the shoes, the hat, everything. Chaps, corsets, cowboys. Guys, we're not reinventing the wheel, right? Like, this is all things that people is very country inspired. Turquoise. I would love to see turquoise as a color that maybe is tied into many looks. I'm from New Mexico, and turquoise is a very popular color with Native Americans. And so turquoise, maybe like a Western indigenous aesthetic. I can see that. But I think whatever Beyonce does, I think she's gonna merge glam and grit, right? Like, how many outfits do I think Beyonce will have? I think for Cowboy Carter, we'll probably get what? Within the show, maybe like 7 to 8 parts, 7 to 8 acts, right? Where there's songs and then there's an outfit change, visuals, songs, blah, blah, blah. I think we'll probably get like seven to 9 outfits from Beyonce. I think if she's tired, we'll get like 3 to 5, but I doubt that. Beyonce loves to get changed. She loves glam. Like, she's not going to take an opportunity and not, get changed. So I think we'll probably get like 7 to 9 outfits. And I wonder what exactly she's going for besides just the traditional Western vibe. Could I see her giving us like a modern robotic Western? I hope not, right? Because we did that. That was Renaissance. Now we're in Cowboy Carter. Okay, now what is going to be the visual narrative, right, of this show? Now, while Renaissance was future disco, robotic club aesthetic, Cowboy Carter is like grounded in Americana, right? It's an American record about country music that is American. So this tour can be a rodeo style storytelling, which if you follow Parkwood, every day they've been posting 5 days till the rodeo, 8 days till the rodeo, 3 days till the rodeo. So I think that the connection through all of these songs, through the show, will kind of be going to a rodeo. I live in Texas. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a rodeo, but a rodeo starts with the introduction, right? They start with the animals. They start with the horses. They start with the bulls. Then there's a performance. It is a 5-hour ordeal. And so I think Beyonce might give us a taste of that, right? Maybe there's a moment where they use like, not CGI, but some type of AI, VA, whatever they call it, of like horses galloping through the fields. How do they do it? I don't know. I'm not Beyonce. And then Beyonce then comes out and starts her first song. And maybe there's fragments where there's a narrative of a rodeo. Maybe there's a performer, some type of, maybe there's an MC who throughout the show is narrating the rodeo. And maybe he's showing us pastimes of rodeos. The rodeo is deeply inspired in this, and I think we're going to get bull riding, desert chase scenes. It almost might be similar to On the Run, and I brought On the Run a couple times, but I feel like it's giving that Western parallel. We're going for a narrative. We're going for a storyline that bleeds through all the songs. And if you remember in the teaser for Cowboy Carter, Beyonce is driving through this field and then she passes a sign and people are watching. They're like, that's her. That's a story that was never told. And I think Beyonce, I would hope at the tour, gives us a bit more, right? Like, what was that narrative that you were telling that you never finished? because I think the tour is going to connect with that. Next, most importantly, I feel like whatever Beyonce does, it's gonna be country. It's gonna be Beyonce. It's gonna be authentic, elevated, and unapologetic. Beyonce is not going to do this tour, y'all, and be half-assing it. She's putting everything into it, right? Now, how will this tour be different from other tours? Now, this is Beyonce's most genre-bending, risk-taking era. The music, the aesthetic, the tone, it all pushes her further into uncharted territory. Country, as someone who's worked in radio, country is very hard to get into. And it's not because the music is hard to make. It's hard to get into because it is gate-kept like no other. Country people, I hate to say it, they're not politically correct, right? They're not going to just let you join just because you're there or because you're a person of color, right? Like, nope. Country people are a bit rude. And so I think this is such a genre that is hard to get into. So Beyonce is such a rebel by just even trying. Now, unlike like previous tours, this one is built on mainstream pop. Even though it's country, Beyonce is still a pop star. Pop meaning popular music. So I think that we are going to get, she's going to be reclaiming, redefining, and reshaping what country is. I don't think this is going to be a 2.5 hour set with just her singing with no narrative, with no storytelling, with no visuals. Beyonce's gonna make it a Beyonce show. That's the most important part. It is. It is what it is. And we already know she can pull this off. I think Beyonce Bowl proved that Cowboy Carter is a stadium tour. Cowboy Carter is a show that I bet her, Parkwood, Columbia, this show probably cost them, what, 20, 30, 40 million dollars to produce. Stages are not cheap. Dancers are not cheap. Bands are not cheap. And I probably lowballed it. Maybe let's say it was $50 million to produce the show. In Beyonce brain, with her and her team, Parkwood, they said, let's try Beyonce Bowl. And if people watch it, I think it just reassures us that the investment we're going to place makes sense. Now, I just want to talk about this a little bit. People are saying tickets aren't selling. LA, tickets everywhere. Beyonce, flop. Hold up. Beyonce, now, do people like country music? Not exactly. Has Cowboy Carter had the same resonance in culture that Renaissance had? No, right? I can agree with that. I'm not, I get it. But Beyonce's a performer. She's an entertainer. So I think whatever she does, when she hits that stage the first night, people are going to be like, oh my God, she's so good, as if we haven't known her for the last 25 years. She's amazing. I gotta go. FOMO is everything, y'all. The internet done changed the game. Let that first night happen. Don't worry. By night 2, the LA gays are going to eat it up. They're going to be all up in those seats. I guarantee you. Same thing with Charlie XCX. When she did the show with Troye Sivan, no tickets sold. Everyone's like, oh, it's a flop. It's a flop. By that first night, that week later, sold out. People want to go to things that are cool. So just give it a couple days. Give it a couple dates. They gonna be all right. Now, this is the true question that I feel like I've been wanting to talk about. Will we get more Blue Ivy? Will we get more Blue Ivy? I believe so. Now, Beyonce has set up the stage for Blue Ivy for decades, right? From announcing the pregnancy at the VMAs with Love on Top, from Blue being on self-titled, Brown Skin Girls, where Beyonce literally had her as a singer, crazy. With writing credits, Renaissance Tour, Blue Ivy gave a whole dance breakdown. Blue is clearly preparing for a career, and Beyonce is building that infrastructure. She gonna make sure that infrastructure is strong. Until you have a kid, and I don't have a kid, so I don't realize it, but I can only imagine, their success is your success. And it's just so true, guys. Like, that's a fact. Beyonce, Blue Ivy shines, Beyonce shines. Like, those two things, that's a freeway that's never gonna end. And so I think Beyonce is going to put every type of financial backing, mental backing, spiritual backing, creative backing she can put it to her daughter. There's no question about it. Beyonce wants that rocket to go all the way to the top. And can you blame her? I think if you were a child of a superstar, would you not want your parent to give you a fighting chance? And so I think that's exactly what's happening. I think Beyonce is wanting to make her daughter into a star. Now, Blue Ivy right now is what? 13? Do I think she's ready for a solo deal? Do I think she's ready to release her debut album? Do I think she's ready to go on a tour? No, I don't, guys. Like I said, she's 13. I think she has years to come. And Beyonce's born, I think she says, you know what? 18, 19. But right now, we are setting up the framework to make you into a star. Blue Ivy's going to be on this tour. There's no question about it. She was already on Beyonce Bowl. She literally did Texas Hold'em, which was so cute. I was at Renaissance, and can I say, I'm almost 30. Okay, I'm almost 29. I haven't even turned 29 yet. I'm at Renaissance, having a great time. Blue Ivy comes out. I scream. I squeal. Ah! Lost it. It's like, as a fan of Beyonce, that is like the next coming. And I feel like we've known her our whole lives. So I definitely believe Blue Ivy will be there. Now, to what extent? I think it's going to be very similar to Renaissance. It'll be during a big song. We'll get a dance breakdown. Now, would I love to hear Blue Ivy talk? Maybe sing? Harmonize? Can the child sing live? That's my question. I don't know. I've only heard her on studio renditions, studio versions. I hope so. I hope so. Do I want to hear her sing Single Ladies? Yes. Yes, I do. Absolutely. I think it's time. I think it's overdue. And I spoke about it earlier that song is annoying to some, but it's iconic. If you were alive or in pop culture in 2008, you would realize that Single Ladies is that song. And it's annoying because it got overplayed. And that's what happens with every annoying song. So, do I think Blue Ivy is going to be there? Like I said, yes, absolutely. Do I think she's going to dance? For sure, for sure. Do I think she's going to sing? I don't know. I think Beyonce wants to make sure that voice is strong because the internet is mean. Everyone is mean. We try not to be mean, but some people are. And so, until she holds that microphone, okay? Beyonce's gonna be like, let's be ready, girl. Because we can't half-ass it. You're a Knowles. Like, you are me and I am you. So that's what I think is gonna happen. Now, my dream cameo. This is who I want to see, right? We got Blue Ivy. At this point, give me Rumi. I loved Rumi in the movie. In the movie, I thought she was so cute. I was like, that's gonna be the personality right there. Because I feel like Beyonce, poised. Blue Ivy, poised. She's a Capricorn. I see it very similar to her mother, right? Reserved. I am who I am. Give me some space. But Rumi, Gemini, personality. I would love to see Rumi. Now, Rumi's like 6. So, do I think she's gonna be doing a dance breakdown? No, I do not. But it would be cute to maybe she's on top of a horse and she's waving. That's very possible, guys. Or maybe she's on a little pony. Rumi on a pony. That's virality. You want to sell tickets? Put Rumi on a pony. And then she's like, hey, y'all. She's a whole personality. And I think that if anyone's going to be an actor, a comedian in this family, I think it's Rumi. I think Rumi's the one. And I think she's what I think the Knowles need, right? Because right now in the Knowles dynasty, Beyonce, Jay-Z. Blue following her mother. Solange, arts. Their child, Jules, her child, model. Where's the personalities? Where are the actors? Where are the comedians? Where are the people that are just funny by just existing? That's Rumi. That's Rumi. So my final thoughts, y'all. For people that are saying the tour is going to be a flop, I think you're a flop. But no, okay, I don't think you're a flop. But the tickets will sell. Do not worry. The tickets will sell. Wait for Beyonce to hit the stage. Like I said before, when she hits that stage, these tickets will be sold. I guarantee you. And when the end of this tour happens in August, I want to hear all the people who are like, oh, she's going to flop. She's going to flop. Yeah. You went to the show. You bought a ticket. So clearly she didn't flop that much. I'm going to the Paris show on my birthday. Can I just give some rose? I'm just giving one rose. My boyfriend, I had tickets to the Houston show. And he surprised me for my birthday, June 21st, to go to Paris to go see Beyonce. So I'm living. I'm going to be on the floor, guys. They were cheaper in Europe, but I'm just excited. This is my 8th time seeing Beyonce. I love Beyonce. When I say I love Beyonce, I'm not saying it in a weird way. I'm not like, oh, she's my personality, or, oh, everything she does, I want to see, Beyonce wake up and use the restroom. I'm not weird. That is not the way I see it. The way I see it is Beyonce inspires me to be the best version of me. Because life is hard, guys. I don't know if people here are young, old, I don't know where you are in life. There's a lot of suffering in life sometimes. And so if you have something that makes you happy, that brings you joy, don't stop. Don't stop enjoying it. So I want to enjoy Beyonce. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? Are you excited for this tour? Have you purchased tickets? I can't wait to do another live. I feel like this was fun. This is my first live. I've never done one before. I kind of enjoyed it. It was very in the moment. When I make videos, I'm kind of like editing, I'm stopping, I'm re-looking at things, and this was very enjoyable. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Go outside. I'm going to go see Sinners today. I'm going to go maybe to a park. I have 2 Frenchies, so I'm going to take them outside, and I want to enjoy this beautiful Saturday. And I really do hope you as well. You do as well. English, not my first language. Bye, guys. I love you guys. How do I end this? Oh, here it is. Bye. Beyonce rules.